Well, friends, I can safely... Okay, I think I did that. But anyway, well, looks like we're nearing the end of this park as it is.
Keeping me all night, all night. I don't wanna go. I don't wanna go.
Hiya, Borkers, I'm Jalen Fulf, and welcome back to Planet Coaster. Last time we were here, we built, what looks to be the shuttle service. Or rather, actually, no, we did not. That's the previous episode. The last episode, we actually built this river rapids, which is a replacement to, if we go over to coasters, and we go to, actually, no, we go to track rides instead, under water rides. It would be this one called Whitewater that we've been using for most of our episodes. I've gotten rid of that in favor of making my own. May as well just do it while I still can anyways, right? But yeah, now that that's out of the way, expect more creativity for these next few episodes, because I am not willing to start using any more pre-mades like I've been doing for this little spinner over here and this log flume over here. Essentially because I do not have any I don't know how you call it, either motivation or something else, but in any case, it should be something worth our true time to begin with. I mean, I did create this little piece just to give it a little boosterama, but yeah, who even uses boosterama? But even then, this little device right here, this little armada, why did I even have it? Why did I even make it in the first place? I don't know. What matters is, we need to close it, we need to get rid of it, kaput, it's gone. That forces everyone off the ride, doesn't it? Yeah, forces everyone off. Now I can just get rid of it easily like that. And it does leave a little bit of a rough patch of terrain simply because some stuff. I'm gonna try to flatten the foundation for at least much of this, just so I can at least get some room for what could be our what could be our final coaster of this session, or at least this series of Planet Coaster. I'm gonna try to clean up as much of this as I possibly can, just so it actually works proper. Then again, I think our next coaster might actually not have to focus solely just on the ground for our station pieces, because look at what happened with the ground as we were building that. Imagine. Having coasters that close to the ground actually did that. But anyway, enough of that talk. I can go ahead and now delete these paths now that we're here. Which includes this section right here. And a lot of it, too, because... it's a complication, the fancy work. I mean, I could do the whole mass deletion thing and whatnot, but, someone who's used to classic Roller Coaster Tycoon controls, such as myself, would probably understand how this feels anyway. So, yeah, for old school's sake, you're actually seeing me do the whole dirty damn madness that is just getting rid of them piece by piece. Just taking care of things while I still can. Like that. Now, as far as I understand, there is a little bit of ugliness in terms of terrain. So what I could do is start smoothing stuff out. Smoothing out like this. Oh, but I also have to be wary because under here is the under here is the actual go-kart. I could start, doing tunnels instead. Just to sweeten up the deal a little bit. Like that, and then we can just throw another tunnel in like so. But I'm gonna have to be careful about this coaster over here, because this is what's going over... Oh. Was I able to do it properly? Yes, I was. I mean, it did create a little bit of that over here, then we can just smoothen that out just as nicely. Keep it nice and... Oh god, not like that. Start pulling that shit back. There we go. Although I could actually make that work as a tunnel, wouldn't I? Like that? Yeah. That would be nice. Nice little mountain just to make sure that everything is in order. Including our coaster over here. Now, fully underground and fully compact. I'm pretty sure our guests will like that. Wouldn't they? Me? I'm indifferent. Oh, and one more thing. Flatten just this segment right here to foundation and then smoothen this part out. Keeping things nice and smooth is how I roll with this. I could also do some terrain painting. Like, say I wanted this whole area grass. Like, cover up the rocks and whatnot. Just make it clean and pristine grass. Like, all around this little hilly area over here. And then similarly, we could do the same thing, just if we go over all the way over here. And spoiler alert, this is exactly where we're going to be making our little building for our ride, simply because this is big, nasty ugliness. Anywhere else I could potentially utilize this while we're at it? Here, I'm gonna see... Yeah, over here would really benefit from it. Just a small little piece here. Then if we go all the way over to where I actually went underground, I can do the exact same thing here. And then over here, too, just patch it up with some grassy area right there, just on the back end of it. Like, the front end doesn't really need to be bothered too much, just the back end needs some work on the grass. Like, over here could use some real nice grassy patches, just to make it nice and neat down below. Like, yeah. Put in that nice little grass, like, right there. Ah, that feels so good. I feel like I'm doing something wrong by saying that, aren't I? Ah, fucking furries. Over here would really need some work, too. Like this much. Yeah, like that. Then if I go back over here to where the Durgan coaster is, I did do a little bit of terrain painting there just to get that in place, but let me just shorten the size a little bit, because that would be necessary, just so I don't fuck things up. And yes, I'm still working out kinks with that little friendo, who I'm really determined to get, really determined to make the colors for this Dragon Coaster stand out in honor of her, but I want to just verify with her some of the color codes. If she's watching this, then props. You can just send them to me anyway. I will let you know which character. Ooh, I just noticed this over here as well. That needs a lot of work. Like, if I go all the way here, that could cover all of this. And that is for that. Then as far as everything else should be concerned, we are in the clear in terms of terrain. Now, that we're done with that, there is something that I want to do here, but I'm really not sure what. It does have to do with scenery, yes. How so? What kind of coaster is this? We're looking at Magic Underground. So, well, from what I'm seeing here, I'm imagining like a fantasy type. Scenery theme. I'm imagining more like a fairy tale-esque type scenery type. You know what I mean? So if I filter it to fairy tale, and then put in, where is the piece by piece? Art shapes? Or is it that, or I'm going to be working a lot on all of these. Nature, props, cameras, music, screens, recent, favorites, all. Yeah, not a lot of whole piece-by-piece options in Fairy Tale. Maybe I'll go with something else. So let's see, art shapes. Don't think there's a whole lot in terms of art shapes, but I need walls. I need absolute walls in this place. What do we got? Animatronics, equals miscellaneous. I'm still figuring out how the walls work in this thing. Because that way that will be beneficial to the whole piece-by-piece scenery thing. Because in any particular Planet Coaster, in any particular episode of something like this, you guys really want to see the idea behind the whole piece-by-piece options, and I'm pretty sure that I'll be able to handle this. It's just don't know the best way to approach this without fucking things up. Oh, building. Right. I put scenery down, not building. Damn it. Anyway, custom. Well, of course it has to be like that. Anywho, walls. That's what I was missing. Anyway, back to filters with Fairy Tale. That's what I was looking for. Okay. Is this the Fairy Tale option we're after? Probably not. Let's just stick with the Planet Coaster theme and see what we end up with. I think... Oh, nothing Planet Coaster theme. Okay. Then we're gonna have to try something. Or... what's festive? Seasonal. Nice. What about pirate? A lot of that stuff. Sci-fi? Okay, probably not the best way to approach it. What about Western? Oof. Here, I'm gonna put all and then go back to Fairy Tale. See what we end up with. A lot of pieces here, but none of them that I could potentially be used, except for maybe some windows here and there. Although, I am a bit concerned in regards to all of that. So let me disable my scenery themes here and then go to walls real quick, just so I can spice things up a little bit with some things. Anyway, or I could probably... let me see. Content packs. Let's go with World's Fair. Why not? Or Vintage. Let's see what Vintage gives me. Nothing. I don't have a whole lot of options here. World's Fair. Let's go to World's Fair. And just get it over with. Adobe, Bavarian. Bavarian would be nice. Diner. Moorish. Qin Dynasty. What else? Renaissance. Taisho. Victorian. Here, I am going to start off with a Victorian style. Or actually, wall pieces. How about that? What we got for Victorian down here? That much? What about for, Renaissance? Wall, wall doorway, wall shop front, window. Let's start with, doorway to indicate 2 possible cases. One right here where we finish off. Oh, good God. Here, I'm gonna do a thing. So I'm gonna start off here, right? And then we'll put a wall down. And that's gonna cover basically that. I'm gonna start with walls and then work windows later. Let's start with the base. Like I'm saying, we're starting with the base here, and we're gonna work our way around. I mean, this does look weird, given how it's now going underground, but that's just basically hills in a nutshell for you. Hills in a nutshell. I really hope that this is a good way of approaching this. Is this a good method of doing it? Or... I think... Let's go one more. Why not? I really like the whole idea behind the whole blueprint system, because it makes it easier to do the whole piece-by-piece thing. And then on top of that, I don't need to do the whole shift and stuff. Hang on. Is this going under? Oh, that is absolutely going underneath that. I'm gonna do a little kink here. I mean, I would do a little kink, but this is better. Provided that it's gonna run through nicely with this. I mean, it's definitely not the type we're after, but still. It's probably worth something in the end, isn't it? My hope is that it goes through here. It should, given we're right next to it. Yeah, we got it. We got it. And then that would be our double set of doorways. Although it is looking a little odd in the position it's in. This one might be more beneficial. I'm aware this is now gonna... Ooh, hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Did we just... Yeah, I need to keep it internal just to make it a little easier on us. Like that. The idea then becomes that this should line up nice and neat. Although here we can do this, because it's not really going that far in terms of its thing. But we got something. Finally, to finish off, we'll finish off with a nice, easy doorway right here. It looks weird, but damn it, we should get something to work out of it. Yeah, that looks weird AF. I think I'm gonna do some fixing on it. Which also means goodbye, priority passing for this for this ride. Close this up. We're gonna finish this up nice and neat. Anyway, finances, operations, disable priority pass, which means we have to get rid of this. And I'm going to do some reworking here too, because I really am starting to notice that this is going through. Hold up! That's a traffic jam and a half. What's going on over here? Alright, so we'll take care of that. Here, I'm gonna do... Why is everyone packed up over here? What's going on? Is everyone trying to get in here? Yeah, that's why we're trapping our guests, because the whole crowds are going massive in both directions. Holy shit. That is so massive. How many guests exactly do we have? 8,000. Oh my god. No wonder we're so crowded. Here, I'm gonna do a nasty thing, for our guests, and I'm gonna go ahead and just do a quick close of the park. Quick close of the park just to... Or close all the rides, everything. Attractions and shops, we're going to close... Is this all attractions? All attractions. Close everything. That's closed. I hate doing this one at a time. And while we're here, JD Land doesn't make any more sense to this one because I've changed my name since I've started this series. I'm gonna change it to something else. Jalen and Friends Park. There. You don't even see it in front. You don't even see it because my face cam's covering it, but it's there. Oh yeah, now the crowds are starting to disperse. There we go. Just a simple fix to get rid of the crowds. Why not? Although it then becomes, oh my god, you can actually see the crowds just really going nuts. Alright, that looks like everybody. The park is now completely empty. While we are free to work, the guests do not have to be bothered, at least the ones that just left. So what I'm going to end up doing is go back, reopen the park, and then reopen all the rides, except for Magic Underground. Ugh, these guys are a real pain in the bootay. I may have to open up Holy just by doing that, and the hotel shuttle service. That's good. So everything Magic Underground is done for. Our guests are going to start to come back slowly but surely, at least the new ones. And at least for the time being, we won't have to worry about any large crowds. At least till it starts notifying me that guests are trapped in the park again. Which I won't have to worry about. But anyway, on to the building. And as we go, wall pieces. We're looking for our Renaissance walls again. Or what I could do is edit building with selected part. Because now what I can do is go back to this. Hold up. Hold up. I may have to redo the wall here. I may have to redo the door here. Yeah, like that. I need to also make sure that it's high enough to get working proper. Although this side might not need that high of a high wall. This side will. So all I can really do right now is this. Like all around here. Should have enough of it. And then how high is it? Oh god, we got a decent size. I think we can work with what we got here. But then, as we go over here, instead of continuing the wall from here, we're going to extend it this way. But I'm going to have to be extra careful too, because this. has to be in line. Like that. There we go. Because then what we end up doing is we're going to find some roofs, like this. Now, where's our Renaissance roofs collection? Where's our, like, flatbeds? That we can probably do instead. Yeah, not much we can work with when you're not, when you don't have a lot in terms of roofing and whatnot. Renaissance doesn't even have that. None of the fuck. Here, let me try doing, your standard generic Planet Coaster. Mix it up a little bit, why not? Why don't you? Still trying to figure out. I'm missing some roofs. Brownstone. I could do a flat roof and just get it over with. Yeah, flat roof right here. Castle Arch Tunnel. Castle Roof Flat. It's the best we got until we can actually work something out. Oh, good God! I don't want to put a roof on that. Let me put this roof down below here, like here. No, not there. Put the roof here. There we go. This may need some work. I am going to get rid of that extra roof piece, I'm aware of that. To top it all off, if I can do this, there we go. Now get rid of this little bugger, and that is the station roof done. At least what I think of it. But anyway, onto the other roof. We do the same thing here. That all covers that segment. And again, it'll take a while, so just bear with me as I go through it all. If I can actually do this, damn it. Whoa. Like this much. And see how it's, just staying in plain sight like that. I am gonna go inside the building too, because we're gonna do some terrain painting inside there as well, just to get rid of all the grass internally. I don't want a plain Jane grass type. Let's, I could just go for rocks, but at the same time, that wouldn't look too great on our coaster building resume, wouldn't it? Alright, with that done, let's go inside now. I'm gonna have to be extra careful to just... Oh, actually, I can do this. Because now I have the power of going through stuff. Yeah! Oh, look at that! Open space. Just a convenient way of just adding more walls in where I absolutely probably do not need them at this time. Oof. This is gonna be a rough one. But yeah. Doable. So, really all I can do is just line it up so, and shift downward. But not underground, I want it in line like... Oh, is this enough? Like that much? I really hope this works. Oh, good God. I figured that was going to be a problem, but oh well. I mean, you have the sun doorway up there, don't you? Hold on. Is this sticking out? This is indeed sticking out. Here, I'm going to fix this. Line it up, damn it. Like, there we go. I can just turn it back to the standard camera, so I can just easily do this. We only need enough to cover just a small, just a small little gap right here. That much should cover that side. And then over here, we're going to have a different amount to cover this side. I know this is troubling and tiresome, but I am going to do a lot of cuts for the YouTubes, just so you guys get spared all the trouble of just tedious building. Oh, good God. That's not what I wanted. This is what I wanted. Oh, good grief. Now we're going through the... I'm pretty sure our guests will still work with it. Okay. So with that, there's just one more section to go in this, and we'll be good to go for walls. But not there, I can... Here. Get rid of that. Back to Renaissance wall. Oh, good God. And that covers that. But let me just make sure... Yeah, we're gonna need a couple more over here, too. Like, just bring... it down here. Excuse me. Oh, good God, not there. You just gotta love it, don't you? And that covers that. Alright, so the holes are cleared. At least those holes. Now, we're gonna go back inside the area, or at least the building, because now I want to do some terrain painting in here. Gonna do some terrain painting, cover this whole section, not with grass, but with rough rock. Hold on. Are we covering the outside too? We're covering the outside too. Here, we're gonna do this. size 43. It should be enough. Or let's make it 11, just to make it easier on ourselves, just to get one specific section, and there we'll do it. Completely rock inside as a probably a temporary measure, because I don't know if I want to put floors in here as well. You guys tell me how you would do this, just so I can get a better understanding of, oh, do I put floors or not? But then I go back out here because we made a big mistake over here. We're gonna have to patch this up with our grass again. Like, out this way, like that. Bring it around like this. You guys can really tell how much empty space. I don't think that was where the Armada was. It was somewhere eastbound, but you get the drift. You get the drift. So now I can bring this back up again. I'm gonna try not to ruin anything inside the place. Otherwise, it would look overgrown, which I don't want. Hang on. Is this actually doing what what's supposed to? Well, that's too minimal. Let's go back up to not there, but here. That, there we go. And then one last piece of the puzzle to top it all off. And we're good. There's still some patches, but I'm pretty sure it's nothing to worry about. No one's gonna really see that except for the people on the monorail. Alright. So that is our building for Magic Underground. Without windows, of course. Where's the good places for windows? You guys tell me. But I think with that, if I go in, like, here, and then try to work my way around, like, there. Because I actually need to see this to do this properly. Like, open up like that. There we go. Then it's completely indoors. Nothing to worry about. Because then we don't have to bother with the underground, because then we don't have to bother with it. Although I do wish I tested stuff in Coaster Cam. There will be some minor tests here and there just to make sure that everything's okay, but I'm pretty sure we got everything down par. But other than that, that is... this checklist is really, really thinning down, and I think I've completed the checklist for once. Let me just have a look. Alright, so we have a decent building for Magic Underground. That's a good start, but could be better. We also have removal of the Armada that we were having. That space over there is what I'm using for another coaster. What I am anticipating to put down, I have no idea. But again, this could be our last coaster. Whatever we don't put down, whatever space we have left, I want to use it for potentially a forest of trees. Exactly what I'm going to do here. Exactly a forest of trees and maybe some other scenery as I go along. But other than that, I think we are close to finished with this park. And that's essentially going to do it for today's episode of Planet Coaster. Next time we see each other, hopefully I will try to get someone on board just so we can get this coaster working. Otherwise, the forest. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like what you saw, leave a like, post your comments, hit subscribe with that notification bell, share this video with your friends. And as always, I will catch you guys in the next one. Until next time.